Good morning, dear students. You are welcome again in Sanjeevani Mahavidyalaya Chapuli. Here we see operational amplifier, unit number 3 from paper number 9, BSc Physics second year students. Paper number 9. Here in last lecture we have seen about the introduction of op-amp. Now we discuss the remaining matter of op-amp in detail. Operational amplifier is an analog circuit block that takes a different voltage input and produces single-ended output voltage. It takes differential voltage input, remember, and it produces a single-ended voltage output. Here you see this is a schematic figure, schematic symbol of op-amp. There are two inputs. Here minus is shown, plus is shown, and one output, that is single-ended output. Two inputs. Here this is high voltage supply, low voltage supply, and this is what realistically how op-amp is like this. It is there. It is shown here. This is a realistic symbol and this is a schematic symbol of op-amp. Op-amp usually have three terminals, two high input impedance and low impedance output port. Inverting input is denoted by minus sign, whereas the non-inverting input uses a positive sign, as shown in figure. This is inverting, minus, shown by minus sign. Non-inverting input is shown by plus sign. Operational amplifier work to amplify voltage differential between the inputs, which is useful for a variety of analog functions, including signal change, power and control applications also. So here differential amplifier, it is nothing but operational amplifier. Here two inputs, input number 1, input number 2 are shown, positive supply, high voltage supply, low voltage supply, and this single-ended output is shown. This is nothing but one of the schematic symbols of differential amplifiers. This is non-inverting, this is inverting input. This is what? Non-inverting input terminal. Plus 1 is shown to be non-inverting, minus 1 is shown to be inverting input. Now, how operational amplifiers are classified? Classification of operational amplifier. Op-amps can be classified into four categories, four types, four classes. They are voltage amplifiers, current amplifiers, transconductance amplifiers, transresistance amplifiers. Because most of the op-amps are used for voltage amplification, that's why this article will focus on voltage amplifiers. These various categories we have seen in last lecture. Now let us summarize what we have seen in previous lecture. Operational amplifiers are widely used in many analog and power applications. The benefits of using op-amp are that they are generally widely understood, well documented and supported, and are fairly easy to use and implement also. For the implementation, op-amps are very easy. Op-amps are useful for many applications such as voltage buffer, creating analog filters and threshold detectors, with great understanding of key parameters and common topologies related to operational amplifiers. You can begin implementing them in your circuits. So if we think about the stages of op-amp, block diagram of op-amp, then you will come to know that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 stages. First one is input stage, second one is intermediate stage, third one is level shifting circuit, and last one is what? Output. Here output is shown 1, here inputs are shown what? 2, input 1, input 2. It is non-inverting, one is inverting. Input state, intermediate stage, level transistor or shifting stage, and output stage. This is the block diagram of operational amplifier. Then what are the linear applications of op-amp? We shall see. Op-amps are used for what purposes? Linear applications of op-amp. Op-amps are used as adder, subtractor, voltage follower, current to voltage converter, voltage to current converter, integrator, differentiator, and active filters also. So these are the various applications of op-amp. They are said to be what? Linear applications. What are these? Adder, subtractor, voltage follower, current out to voltage converter, voltage to current converter, integrator, differentiator, and active filters. These are the linear applications. Then question arises, what are the characteristics of op-amp? What are the characteristics of ideal operational amplifier? There are various characteristics of an ideal operational amplifier. The characteristics are about to input impedance, output impedance, voltage gain, power gain, and so on. See here. An ideal operational amplifier has the following characteristics. Number 1, infinite open loop voltage gain. Gain is denoted by letter A, voltage gain AV. It is approximately what? Infinity. Means high open loop voltage gain. Infinite we say. Input impedance of operational amplifier, input resistance Ri is also infinite. Whereas output resistance Ro is equal to what? 0. Infinite CMRR, common mode rejection ratio, is infinite. The output voltage V0 is 0 when Vd difference is what? V2 minus V1 is equal to 0. Difference of the inputs is suppose 0, then output voltage is what? 0. But in practice it's not possible. So it is in case of ideal operational it is valid. Change of output with respect to input and slew rate is infinite. The change in output voltage with temperature, that is dV0 by dVi, is equal to 0. So in this way these are the ideal characteristics of operational amplifier. But in case of actual practice these cases are not possible. These are only in case of what? Ideal operational amplifier. Then one of the types of op-amp is differential amplifier. Let's come to differential amplifier. Here you see operational amplifier. Here inverting input, non-inverting input. Here I1, I2 currents, input current, Here input voltage, V1 and V2. Here R1, R2, R3, R4, these are the resistances connected in the circuit of an op-amp, and here we obtain output voltage. The differential amplifier circuit consists of two supply voltages, VCC and VEE. But there is no ground terminal even with single voltage supply. Even with single voltage supply also circuit can be operated fine as it is intended. Here you see carefully input, here input 2, 3 terminals, Here it is inverting, non-inverting, 7th terminal 9 volt, minus 9 volt, 4th terminal, and 6th pin is what? For output of 741 IC, that is op-amp symbol. Let's define differential amplifier. It is an electronic device, or differential amplifier is a device that used to amplify the difference in voltage of the two input signals. If two voltages inputs are given V1 and V2, then V1 minus V2 is the difference of these two voltages, and this difference is amplified in case of differential amplifier. Differential amplifier is an important building block in integrated circuits of analog system. It typically forms input stages of operation amplifiers. In simple words, we can say that it is a device that amplifies the difference of two input signals. So in short, you remember, differential amplifier is nothing but an electronic device which is utilized for the amplification of the difference of two input signals V1 and V2, as shown in figure here. This is V1 and V2. This is the circuit for differential amplifier. Two inputs are shown V1 and V2, and single ended output V0 is shown, and this output V0 is nothing but amplification of the difference of the two inputs V1 and V2. When two inputs are applied at the two terminals of the voltage difference produced resultantly will be proportional to the difference of the two applied input signals. Differential amplifier behaves as a subtractor circuit that basically subtract the two input signals. The differential amplifier can be constructed by making use of bipolar junction transistors and field effect transistors. FETs, BJTs and FETs are used to construct this differential amplifier as an operational amplifier. Circuit of differential amplifier. As we can see the circuit diagram there, two inputs and two outputs are used. Here two separate transistors Q1 and Q2 are employed so as to apply separate inputs at the base of the transistor. Here you see, here this is one transistor, this is another transistor. Here input 1 is shown, input 2 is shown. Two separate transistors, let Q1 and Q2 are utilized in this circuit for providing the two inputs V1 and V2. V1 is shown here, V2 is shown here. This is again high voltage supply, low voltage supply, and here output is taken. In this way, this differential amplifier is utilized. Here it is given straightforward. There are two inputs, two outputs are used. Here two separate transistors Q1 and Q2 are employed so as to apply separate inputs at the base of both the transistors, as shown in figure. Here transistor Q1, here also another transistor Q2, input like this, input like this. Here this is the resistance of collector of first transistor, collector resistance of second transistor, and this is emitter resistance. It is common to both the transistors Q1 and Q2. In this way, two separate transistors possess similar characteristics. Ideally, common emitter resistor RE, common positive supply VCC and common negative supply VE is shared by both the transistors as shown in figure. Now, the thing that comes to our mind is how can we apply signals at the input and how we get the output. So, how to apply and how to get output, that we see in next lecture. Remaining matter we see in next lecture.